Welcome back to Sports Interview with Ann Liguori, and I am delighted to be talking to Pat Lafountaine, NHL Hall of Famer, and just one of the nicest guys you really want to meet, and so involved with his own foundation called the Companions in Courage Foundation, and we're going to talk about that in a second. But welcome to the show, Pat. So good to have you.
Oh, it's great to be here. Thanks, Ann.
Did we not have a great time on Monday? IGHL, Independent Group Home Living, had their one of their annual golf events, and you were the honoree. What a gorgeous day! And
I had a great time on Monday, Ann, and IGHL. Independent Group Living right here on Long Island. They just do an amazing job for patients who are disabled and their families, and give them places to stay and live. And I can't think of a better organization. As I said, they're the standard for group home living, and really, it's right here on Long Island. And I was very honored. And obviously, Clark Gillies and Bobby Nystrom and Stevie Webb stopped by, and it was a special day. I really enjoyed it. It was great seeing you there.
Oh, it was good to be a part of it. Anytime I can spend time with you and Clark Gillies and Bobby Nystrom and Walter Stockton and Frank Lombardi. IGHL, they care for the developmentally disabled on Long Island. They have residential homes. They have day programs. It's just an outstanding organization. And I'm so glad that, with all the things that you do, Pat, you had a chance to visit some of their homes and to really check out what they're all about.
I did, and as each home I went into, I was more impressed with the staff. Walter Stockton and Frank Lombardi, Walter's vision back there over 31 years ago, having over, I think, 53 homes now throughout Suffolk County and Long Island area that are staffed. I think there's over 1,500 staff members who just do an amazing job. After I went into each home, how well the staff took care of the patients, the patient's condition, how well they interacted with them. I was really impressed. I don't, I like to think I get it, and when I walked into these homes and I saw the care that was given to the disabled, in need, I was just more impressed with each home, and they just do an amazing job. So when they asked me if I would be a part of it, I was honored. And Chris Mitchell had asked me to do it from Marsh's down in Long Island, and he had talked highly about them, and everything he said, he was right on, and thoroughly impressed with what they do and the care that they give. The disabled here on Long Island, and you forget the families are affected too, and to know that their loved ones are being taken care of in these wonderful homes by a great staff is quite impressive.
And Walter Stockton is so hands-on, Pat. He was probably weeding or painting, when you went to visit one of those homes, because he does a lot of the work himself, which is great to see.
Well, what was great too, Ann, about Walter was that all the patients knew his name, and they all came over and gave him a hug, and that says a lot. He runs the whole IGHL, and he's loved by all the patients and the staff, and that's a tough job. You have a lot of things you need to do to keep a lot of people happy. He does a wonderful job.
I'd like you to talk a little bit about the foundation that you founded and that Jim Johnson runs, Companions in Courage Foundation.
Well, thanks, Ann. I really am. I look at it as just being a conduit, and I always felt that hockey was a stepping stone to do what I'm doing today, and everything you go through in your life is kind of to teach you for what prepare you for what you're going to do next. And I was very lucky and had a gift and a blessing to play 15 years pro. Never thought that would ever happen. And during that time, met some amazing, courageous young kids, and they inspired me to write a book called Companions in Courage, and we started a foundation that really just evolved from the book. And the book's about 56 short stories of inspirational, heroic athletes who have been, dealt tough cards and somehow, overcame, tremendous odds and went on to do great things and inspire others. So we wrote stories, and it started the Companions in Courage Foundation, and during that time, I met some great kids, and Jimmy really is the heart and soul. He's my right-hand guy. He wears a lot of hats, and, he's really helped us to take the foundation to another level, along with some great friends of the foundation and board members. But what we do is we partnered with Microsoft, and we partnered with Cisco and DuPont, and we built these really high-tech interactive game rooms in children's hospitals all over the country. The walls curve in. They're made of Corian, believe it or not, heated Corian. That's thin quarter-inch Corian panels that are backlit with different colors, and so the walls light up and the ceiling tiles light up. And inside these futuristic game rooms, are PCs, computers, Xbox 360s that have a private gaming network to play with other kids in other children's hospitals. And we have plasma screens with age-appropriate movies and a video conferencing pod so that the kids can, basically escape what they're going through and go into a room and feel safe. And there's no doctors and no nurses allowed, although I have the greatest respect for them. This is just a safe haven for kids who are going through tough times to go to and be a kid and communicate with their friends and play games and talk to the heroes or their loved ones that can't be there, or video conference their friends and just be kids. And we found out that through distracting them from their pain centers and being able to distract them during that time, that it actually, according to some anthropologists and Dr. Oz, it actually starts to promote healing. And so when we put these rooms in, we thought that it would allow kids just a chance to escape, but we never thought that it would actually help them in their healing process, and that's what we're finding out. So, it's been a real special foundation with a lot of great support and people out there, and we actually now touch about 40,000 kids a year in different rooms, and we built these kiosks with Microsoft where for children who can't leave their hospital room, we actually have a mobile unit now that rolls in and has a monitor with an Xbox 360 and video games and movies and a video conferencing that they can use in a mobile unit. And we have about, 3 or 4, it's about 350 or 60 of them in 62 children's hospitals. So it's really turned out through some very special kids' inspiration to turn out to be a special foundation.
Wow. And if anybody wants more information or would like to contribute to the Companions in Courage Foundation, they can visit your website at www.cic16.org. And we're proud to have you here on Long Island. I know you have set up your life here. You have children here, a lovely wife, and it's just an honor to talk to you, Pat, because you've touched so many people in such a very positive way.
Well, thanks so much, Ann, and you too, and thank you for all the great work that you do. And I'll tell you, it's nice to meet people who have done super things and great things in their career and their career life, but more importantly realize it and go on and help others in need. And so I commend you for that too.
Thanks so much, Pat Lafountaine.